I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me today for Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by The Human Bean. And today I am excited to be with Lieutenant Nathan Perry of the Salvation Army.
Hi, Kiera.
Hi. Thanks so much for joining me today. First of all, tell folks a little bit about yourself and what the Salvation Army does.
Well, my wife and I live here in Newport. We are the commanding officers and the pastors of the Salvation Army here in town. And we have been married for 6 years, which is great. We have a little one named Ezra.
Cute as a button.
He really is. And we are just really happy to be here in Newport. As a part of our job responsibility, we oversee the Salvation Army. And so we are the pastors and the executive directors. And with that, we incorporate just about everything into our job. And so as we brace for Christmas, we're really excited about toys and red kettles and fundraising. But year-round here at the Salvation Army, we help with family services, with rental and utility assistance, with free clothing and meals, and after-school programs and everything like that. So it's just a lot of fun.
So it's something that you do year-round, not just 2 months of the year.
Correct. Yes, that is very correct. And so when people donate to the Salvation Army, sometimes they just think that it's going to Christmas. They just think it's going to help with Christmas toys, which it may, but it also sustains us year-round to support all of Lincoln County 12 months. And that's our goal. We're not just here for the holidays, but we're here long-term in the community. And the Salvation Army has been here in Lincoln County for over 25 years.
That's great. So let's dispel some myths.
Okay, here we go.
First of all, a lot of folks think that when they donate to the Salvation Army, because that donation goes out of state, they think that their money is not going to support the local programs, that it's going to support maybe officers or corporate or something along those lines. Is that true?
That is not true.
Okay.
So whenever people give to the Salvation Army, whether they receive a monthly envelope in the mail, whether they put their money in the bucket at Christmas, whether they send in a check here locally, it is all coming back to Lincoln County. The Salvation Army has a third-party company which we contract with, which is in Prescott, Arizona, which if you receive mail appeal, if you receive those mailers, you'll notice a Prescott address. And that causes a lot of questions. We contract with them to process our checks, and what they do is they input everything into the computer and they make the bank deposit for us. And that goes right into our account locally. And that just frees us up so that we can be out in the community, so that we can have our family services office open, so that we can do things. And it just works out best for everybody. They are professionals at that. They can keep accurate records, and they are really great at that. But all the money goes right back in the community. And so there is nothing that is taken out for corporate. There's nothing like that. The Salvation Army is here to support what happens in Lincoln County.
And let's talk about the services that you offer, the family services. Let's talk about that.
Well, the Salvation Army here provides rental and utility assistance, and we have free clothing. And so we don't have a thrift store here in town. That's another myth.
Yes.
We don't have a thrift store, but instead we are...
Because you had one at one time.
A long time ago.
So that's where people kind of get confused.
Yes, and they think because the thrift store is gone, we've left the community. And that's not true.
Not true.
We have a free clothing closet, which means that anybody, regardless of income, can come in and clothe themselves. We have hygiene kits, free hygiene kits, bedding, tents and sleeping bags, camping gear, things like that. That's all completely free. We don't even ask the person's name, gender, birth date. That's not information that we need. They just come in, choose what they need, and then they leave. On average, we will distribute about 1,700 articles of clothing a month, which is pretty awesome. And so through that, we also help with IDs and driver's license, because you need those to get a job. And we'll help with an after-school program also with kids. So Wednesday afternoons we have our arts academy here. We have piano classes, we have guitar, we have singing, we have brass band, we have a painting class. So it's all a part of what we do here to serve.
And serve is what you do, no matter a person's religion, race,
Orientation,
gender,
nothing.
anything like that, correct?
That is correct. That is correct. We will serve anybody. If you are a part of a different religion, we will serve you. If you are a different nationality, we will serve you. If you don't speak English, we will serve you. If you are a part of the LGBT community, we will serve you. We are not bound by those things, and we want to be the hands and feet of Jesus and just to serve. And so we serve in His name, but we don't ask that you join the church. We don't ask that you come to church on Sundays, because the Salvation Army is also a church. We just ask that we can serve you in the best way possible.
That's wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about the holidays. I'm excited.
They're coming. They're coming soon. Well, the Salvation Army is a big year for us. We have red kettles, the iconic red kettles throughout Lincoln County, and we have done this before. And we'll have red kettles from Wallport to Newport to Lincoln City, and they're at your favorite grocery stores. And so, like I said, all the money that's given goes directly to what we do here. And so they go out. The big kickoff is a day after Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, and then the last day to give through the Red Kettle is on Christmas Eve.
So you take cash or checks at the kettles, correct?
Yes.
So a good way for folks, if you're like me, I don't carry a whole lot of cash on me, but it would be good if you're doing your shopping at one of these wonderful stores that supports the Salvation Army, get $5, $10, $20, whatever cash back you want when you're doing your purchase, and then that way you have that cash that you can put in the kettle when you're on your way out, right?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And we could also log on to our website at www.newport.salvationarmy.org, and then individuals can make online gifts as well. And again, all of that stays here in Lincoln County. And we're also looking for volunteers.
Still, okay.
Still, yes. And so if people are interested in volunteering, they can go to www.ringoregon.org. And then there's a website that has all these places. Click on Lincoln County, and all of your favorite grocery stores are there. And we encourage people, please, to sign up and ring. There is something special about ringing for just a couple of hours and spreading that holiday cheer. The Salvation Army also hires paid bell ringers at different sites, but in order to serve the community in the best way and to use that money in the best way possible, volunteers make the difference. And so it's a wonderful time, and you'll see different red kettles sponsored by different organizations. So the local Optimist Club, they'll have their sign right on the kettle because they're sponsoring it for the whole day. So
So does that mean their volunteers are working the entire day?
Correct.
Is that how that works?
Exactly
Okay.
right. And so if businesses want to sponsor a kettle for the whole day, their name will be printed on the kettle itself next to the Salvation Army's logo. And that is just a great thing to let the community know that your organization, that your business sponsors the Salvation Army. And so you'll also see music groups and church praise and worship bands out there, which is great. This symphony gave us a small ensemble last year, which was outstanding, and different churches have their bands out there. And it's just a lot of fun to spread the cheer.
So our website, Pacific Northwest News and Entertainment, is going to sponsor a day.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
I challenge folks to do the same. So, or come on out and donate. If you donate, I will not sing.
Oh, I thought you
So
were
that's
going to
the
sing.
challenge. No. those that know me know I love to sing. People on the receiving end don't like to hear it so much. So if you don't want me caroling, come and make a donation.
That sounds great. Well, thank you, Kiera, very much. It's just going to be a great holiday season, and if people aren't keen on ringing, if that's not your thing, we understand. The Salvation Army has really two programs that go on at once at Christmas. There's a red kettle, and then there are the angel trees that are out of different organizations. And so you'll see the angel giving trees at Walmart. You'll see them at local businesses. And when you see those tags on the tree, those represent real children, real families that come to us in need of Christmas toys, in need of jackets and of clothing and of brand new items. And so those will be out in the next couple of weeks at your favorite stores. And
Is there still time for folks to sign up
Yes.
to receive these things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if people are in need of Christmas toys, Christmas supplies, have them stop in and see our office downstairs. And it's another way that the Salvation Army gives back. And when you pick a tag off the tree, you really connect with that child. You really connect with Bobby or Lisa, and it really is a neat thing because your toys that you buy go directly to that child.
So do the kids give, when they sign up, do they give like a wish list of the
do.
things that they want and their sizes and things?
Correct. That's exactly right. So the parents come in and they say, it's just been a rough year, and so we give them the appropriate forms to fill out. They give us a wish list of their sizes and what other needs they may have, and we do our very, very best at meeting those needs. And then we have a big event down at the Newport Christian Church. That's where it's going to be again this year, where the families come and they have scheduled time slots where they come in and they receive their toys, and it is just a fantastic thing. And
I've seen it. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and so that's just another way that people can help the Salvation Army.
All right. So Lieutenant Perry, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Well, this has just been a lot of fun. Coffee with Kiera, this is a lot of fun. But we really do appreciate what Lincoln County does for the Salvation Army. This is a great time where people have the spirit of the holidays. And if we can make somebody's Christmas a little bit better, if we can make somebody's New Year a little bit better, then that's what we want to do. And so our theme this year is called Share Change. And any change, no matter what it is that you put in the bucket, causes change for another person. And so it's our ability to give back to the area that's been so good to us.
And you also have a campaign going on to encourage volunteerism.
Yes.
1 hour?
1 day, 1 hour, exactly right. So if people can volunteer for 1 day, which is 8 hours, or maybe not exactly themselves, but their business or their organization, they help us provide many, many other things. And so again, the Red Kettles support us year round. And so they are able to help us serve rental and utility assistance. By volunteering 1 day, you'll be able to help us feed children in our after-school music program. You'll be able to allow us to purchase tents and sleeping bags, and even provide disaster relief for local things that may happen. And just giving back just a little bit will help us do what needs to be done here in the county.
All right, wonderful. So let's give that website one more time where folks can go to either sign up to ring or to donate.
Our local website is www.newport.salvationarmy.org. To volunteer at a Red Kettle, go to www.ringoregon.org. Ring as in the bell. bringoregon.org, and on that website, click on Lincoln County. And even if you want to explore our Facebook page, we're on Facebook, the Salvation Army of Lincoln County, and just take a look at all that we are. And should anybody have any questions, certainly you could call me at the office here. My number is 541-265-6814.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you very, very much.
And thanks for joining us for Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by The Human Bean in Newport on Highway 101 and 6th Street, and in Lincoln City at the north end of town on the west side, next to TLC Credit Union. I'm Kiera Morgan for Pacific Northwest News and Entertainment.